Hello again from my front porch. It's funny. I often say that I don't do enough of these episodes because I just don't have the time lately. I'm traveling and stuff so much and running around here and there everywhere. Well, now I'm actually home for 2 weeks. I don't have any travel plans for 2 weeks. And I am busier now these last few days than I have been probably for the couple of months leading up to now. It's like I got all these different irons in the fire and all of them need resolved like now. I guess that's the way it works. I made the mistake of creating a to-do list. Now, I know normally that's not a mistake. It's a good thing, and it is a good thing because as I was putting it together, it got really long because I was like, oh yeah, jot those things. Oh yeah, and oh yeah, and oh yeah, and yeah. The problem is when I put the to-do list together, I went through a bout of depression because I looked at it and I was like, oh Lord. Oh, but I'm chugging through it. I'm getting it done, and people have asked me. So okay, now you had your birthday last Friday, and how's life been since? And then what'd you do crazy over the weekend? And what you doing living on? Because a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, when I turned 50, I of course had a month-long celebration, made a big deal about it, and all that kind of stuff, which I think you should when you're 50. I think that's okay. I barely survived the month, but still. Because in addition to celebrating my birthday, I was also writing my book at the same time. So here I am now today with this to-do list that is just like, and people are asking me, well, how did your birthday go? And I'm thinking, I didn't do much, and honestly, that was good because it was like this calm before the storm. Well, technically, some of the things that I'm scrambling doing this week, I theoretically should have been working on over the weekend, but I didn't. I did take time for my birthday, so legitimately, when I say I didn't really do much for my birthday, that was almost intentional. And even now, I'm still very trying to keep as relaxed as I can. I mean, look at my shirt. I'm wearing my well-worn shirt. You can tell. See, look at the collar. See, look how well-worn. This is a wear-at-home shirt. This is a not go out in public shirt. Not anymore. But still, I got the to-do list and I'm sorting through it, and it's all good stuff, but it's nuts and bolts and details and logistics. And as my team continues to grow in size, the things that I have to do to manage that team continues to increase. The involvement, I won't say the difficulty. It's just more stuff. But then also, the training that we're already doing, that we've implemented, that has to keep happening. But now it has to happen in a large extent without my direct involvement. So I have to be prepping my team to be able to take care of that stuff. And I'm supposed to be developing the next wave of training, brand new stuff, creating it, that we will launch next year. And so, all of that going on, in addition to just other, even personal things. We have some plans coming up with the Filipino American Society of Iowa that I'm still vice president of, and so I've got some obligations there that I'm trying to take care of. I got some personal family things. My dad had me run some errands for him and stuff, and so anyway, just lots of stuff. And I was talking with another guy at my company, a guy out in Ohio, and one leader of one of our subsidiary companies, and he made an analogy. Now, first of all, I love analogies. I just really do. But he made an analogy that I thought I laughed out loud when he said it. Not because it was this amazing, hysterical, funny thing, but just because it fit so well with how I was feeling. Because his analogy was, because I was talking about, we were both talking about how there's lots going on, lots of scattered things, and I said, well, it's always something, right? There's always something just to keep life interesting, keep you guessing. And he made the analogy, he said, I look at life, it's kind of like kind of like a chemical mixture. And you're the scientist in the lab mixing the chemicals. And most of the time, you're in control. You know what's happening. But the problem is, not all the bottles are labeled correctly. And so every now and again, you grab something and dump it in and be like, whoa, what happened there? I thought, yes, that is exactly what it feels like right now. So I feel like I shouldn't have gotten a haircut recently, because I could be like pulling my hair right now, doing the mad scientist thing. Oh, wow. Yes, there's lots going on. And unfortunately, because I have so much going on, I wasn't able to spend time with Lisa yesterday. And I wish I would have, because yesterday was actually our 8-month anniversary. It's actually an anniversary of two things of interest. It was our 8-month anniversary of since we started dating, because we consider our first date was February 6th, 2020. We now consider that to be when our relationship started. Now, we didn't decide that night that we were dating, but you have to have you need a date to say that's when it was. And we decided that first date that we actually went on, that's when it started. That's when it really solidified, and we haven't looked back since. And so yesterday was October 8th, and so we actually had 8 months. I'm a horrible boyfriend. I wasn't able to go spend time with her because I was just immersed in the stuff that I was doing. I had to get it done. And she understood. She had her own stuff, honestly, that she was doing too. So it's not like she was just sitting over her house going, "Oh, I wish Paul would come over and we'd spend," because she was pretty packed up with things that she was taking care of also. So I mean, from that point it worked out, but still I felt bad about it. But anyway, but it turned out that yesterday was also the 1-year anniversary of us becoming friends on Facebook, because we met at my birthday party last year, which wasn't actually on my birthday. I think it was like on the 4th or something like that. But we met there, and then I had friended her. I assume I friended her. I don't remember if it's the other way, whichever, but we became friends on Facebook 1 year ago yesterday. So the same day as our 8-month anniversary was the 1-year anniversary of us actually connecting on Facebook, and it was that connection on Facebook that allowed us to stay in contact so that the date came around in February. And it's a whole nice story, but still, so in the midst of everything else, in the midst of my to-do list and all that stuff on there, oh yeah, and your 8-month anniversary, which you're blowing off because you're doing work stuff, because you grabbed the wrong chemical bottle and boom, blew up in your face. Oh, wow. All right, well, speaking of which, I still have a laboratory full of unmarked chemicals that I need to go play with. So let's go see what we can blow up next. Oh, please don't let it turn out that way. All right, with that, I'll see y'all next time from my front porch.